Hey Weirdos, Evan Jarvix here with Make Oklahoma Weirder. It is August the 9th, Sunday afternoon, and the first thing I think I need to talk about is the hat that I'm wearing right now. These are available right now at Digit, OKC, in the Plaza District. I made a quick little teaser post about it, but never did an official announcement. So these are $20. They're limited edition. I only made 9 of them, and one of them I'm keeping. So if you want one, they're even marked with a little special 1 of 9, 2 of 9 sort of thing on the inside tag. So Bradley Morris made this design. Thank you to Bradley Morris. If you know Bad Jokes, a great band from here, he is the sort of head singer-songwriter frontman for that band. Also, this is brand new. I haven't even mentioned this yet. Just got some new stickers in with this new design. So these are probably going to go for $3. Again, these will be at Digit soon, but you can also just hit me up for these. The hats, however, are exclusive to Digit. You have to go to Digit to get one of these. You can also have one ordered or, sent in the mail. They do shipping and all that stuff. But if you want one of these, once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to make any more. I am wanting to make some more trucker hats, but they'll be with a different design, and I've got to get the money together to do a run of that since I just blew a bunch of money on stickers. So just wanted to mention that real quick. Let's get into it. Jacobi Ryan, JacobiRyan.com. He's got a podcast. It's called The More I Know, The More I Don't. That's hashtag TMIK, TMID. If you don't know, Jacobi Ryan is one of the hip-hop artists of Oklahoma City. He put out an incredible project last year. Not an album, but a full-blown, it was called 52 in 365, which he put out a new single and music video and podcast episode every week in 2019, which is insanely productive, and it's all quality too. Like it's really nice that he really put his all into it, and understandably he's taken a lot of 2020 to rest, but he's back. He's got this podcast continuing into 2020 with a bit of a rebrand. It's not so much focused on the singles that he's putting out. It's more focused on just generally things that are on his mind, mostly in the world of entrepreneurship and artistry and the creative industry. And I think he offers some really great advice. It's completely free to watch. It's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, it's on your podcast networks, and it doesn't cost you anything. You just got to tune in, and there's some really good nuggets of info here. I've watched both episodes that have come out so far, and I've even gotten a couple of light bulbs go off in my head. So if you're a creative type, if you're in the industry, he has a really unique point of view on this stuff as someone with a big financial and business background and who is involved in a lot of different entrepreneurial enterprises. So I like Jacobi Ryan a lot. Obviously, I've talked about him multiple times, and this won't be the last time you hear about him from me, but he's got this really cool thing, and I just think it's worth your while to check it out. So again, that's The More I Know, The More I Don't, hashtag TMIK, TMID. You can go to JacobiRyan.com to learn more about him. And moving on, since we've got hip-hop on the subject, I want to mention the Gems mixtape series, which a lot of you may not know about. This is a collaboration between True Ambition and Zunafish, who, again, you may not know that much about, especially since I know a lot of my viewers here are not that tapped into hip-hop, so I want to shout this one out. There's tons of hip-hop, by the way. I mean, there's a new mixtape every week. There just literally is. So I can't talk about everybody, but this is one that's been going for a little while. There's 3 installments that have come out over a little over a year, and I think they're worth your while, and I say that even as someone who gets pretty picky about what counts as original music, because some of these beats are straight up lifted from hits. Like the 3rd one that just came out starts with the beat from a Mystical song, and like it right off the bat. You're like, hey, this is a Mystical song, but no, it's different verses, it's different people rapping over the top of it. And so there's a part of me that throws up a red flag, like, okay, why are we stealing beats? But also, it's a mixtape. It's not a full-blown project. It's not anything that's, made an attempt to stream on Spotify. Nobody's really making any money off of this. It's really more for creative energy, branding, recognition, and just, working on stuff and working on your chops and getting your name out there, that's what mixtapes tend to be about. And I don't really know, I don't know a lot about the inner workings of this series, but Gems, to me, based on this, is kind of the idea to me is that if you find beats that inspire you, and if you find artists that inspire you, and you sort of work on that, then that can sometimes be your gem that inspires you to create your own gems in a way, gems of lyricism and gems of rapping and flow and concept. And I feel like sometimes you can get a lot more inspiration from something that you're literally directly inspired by than if you do, like, if you pick up a beat off the rack or try and rip something from YouTube or whatever. So, like, if you're gonna rip it off, go big with it, I guess is what I'm saying. But I think it works in this context, partly for that reason, and partly also because, I mean, in the singer-songwriter world, we have covers, right? Covers are a big thing. What's the equivalent of that in rap? You don't really have rap covers so much. I mean, I guess sometimes you do, but mostly not. But I think this is kind of like a different interpretation of that. So it's interesting. I like it. And mostly, I like that whatever mojo is going on with this series. I mean, these two obviously have chemistry. I've been following Zune Fish since like 2015, 2016. I've always thought he's been an incredibly underrated lyricist. He's super sharp with his lyricism. And True Ambition, who I met through our Networking Night series, who has been really hustling, who I respect a lot for what he's been putting into everything. Seeing these two minds come together is really pretty great. And they have some really great guests on here too. I found a artist I've never heard of through this series. The new one that came out, the third Gems, features a track, I think it's the fourth track on there. His name is Clipnaut, that's Clypnaut. Can't find him on social media anywhere, but I found him on YouTube and I found him on SoundCloud. And man, like, I feel like there's not very many good horrorcore rappers around here. And I'm not necessarily saying that he's one of these horrorcore types, but that's what his style kind of reminds me of. Is like, if horrorcore was done right and it wasn't corny and it was actually kind of bone chilling, this dude kind of chills my bones a little bit. And I mean that with like the highest praise. Like, I dig everything I've heard so far. There's one track I found on YouTube where he, like, at the end of it, he just busts into like some straight up Spanish, and it just comes out of nowhere. And it's like, whoa, you know, it almost, I don't know. It hits really hard. And I like his flow a lot. It's very like, it's almost like his teeth are grinding through every word. So shout out to the series for exposing me to Clipnaut. I hope I hear more about Clipnaut. But also Zune Fish and True Ambition here with the Gems series. That's GEMS. And then the second one is GEM2, where the 2 kind of looks like a S. And then the third one is G3MS, where the E is the 3. So I've really been enjoying these. And again, it kind of challenges my preconceptions about what is and is not original music. But I think for what it's trying to do, I think it's really fun. And I think they get a lot of good results out of it. So recommending that for that reason. I don't have a lot of time left. I want to mention, let's go with Brad Fielder. Brad Fielder dropped some new music. He's always putting out some new music. He's one of the most down and in the dirt, kind of like hardworking, entrenched folk artists that I can think of here locally. I mean, there's obviously a lot of them. There's a lot of hard workers, but he really, I think, I could go on. I don't have a lot of time. I premiered a track from him last year on the blog for a really great song called, oh gosh, what was it? Something in Sop and Bread. I'm forgetting the title, but it's on the blog. Check it out. Brad Fielder. If you like that style of music, if you like him playing with a bit of an acoustic full band with a sousaphone, which I dig the sousaphone so much. He's got 3 new tracks on Bandcamp. It came out for Bandcamp Friday. He's also got a great new interview in the Norman transcript. Shout out to Doug Hill real quick, one of the OGs of Norman Press. See you next time.